There seems like there's so many challenges that a project of this size can have. And one of the key elements of the role is that you pretty much have to learn a whole new language for a lot of the scenes. So walk me through the process you went through for that, because that's no easy task.
It wasn't, but in a way, I had it easier than, for example, Paul Blackthorne, who played my brother, played Andrew, because my character at least had the ability to sound. No, my character was meant to be learning the language, so I could sound like someone who didn't know it, someone who was learning, someone who was making mistakes. It was probably maybe quite sweet if I made mistakes and my accent was bad, whereas Paul, who had so much more Indian dialogue than me, he had to sound like he was really familiar with it and could speak the language. I mean, so much harder for him. So I always felt like I got off quite lightly because they're quite endearing, those little mistakes that I would have, I'm sure, made all the way through. When I heard that I got the role, I realized that the idea, because I was meant to be going traveling actually to Cuba for the turn, because it was the turn of the millennium, it was 1999, and I was supposed to be going to Cuba for a big holiday with a whole bunch of friends. We were going to go traveling, and I realized I couldn't do that, so I had to cancel that holiday and just kind of knuckle down and work a bit, which is what I did. And I just learned it the best I could, trying to understand what words meant rather than just learning a phrase, because I felt I needed to put the emotion into it. I couldn't just make sounds. I needed to know which beats to hit. And it was tricky. I have to say it was tricky, but I embraced it. I embraced the challenge. I enjoy things like that, something new, learning something new. And I'll always have those tiny bits of Hindi that I learned.